How to tackle and prevent climate change.
Understanding climates and general the condition of the earth is constantly undergoing change that cause it to be more different than before. Indeed, with various forms of technological progress, it can make life and activities of human easier, uh, easier. But have you ever imagined how big the set event they cause for the earth we live in? Reporting from climates in the weather conditions in a canteen area over a long period of time. Climates, uh, climates also determines various types of aspect of leaf size as plants to different animals. Uh, Knowing the unequal climates allows us humans to adapt and determine different lifestyles in Earth country. You need to know that climatic condition can also change and make it very different from before.
One of the triggers for climate change is the increase in large amounts of pollution from time to time. This is due to the increasing number of factories operating. Factories are the main reason for the increase in pollution due to exhaust emissions that can be damaging and harmful to health. In addition, the reduction in greenland on Earth results in the reduced ability of plants to filter pollution in the air and create oxygen for humans. The number of plants that continue to decrease, which makes conditions hotter, is also known as global warming. With the Earth's temperature continuing to increase, it will trigger various disasters and other bad effects for humans and cause the Earth to become increasingly uncomfortable to live in.
3. Impact of climate change. Below are some of the impacts of climate change that we can still see and feel today. Climate change will result in chunks of ice in the polar regions continuing to melt and causing sea levels to continue to rise. Rising sea levels will also result in many areas being quickly flooded and submerged by seawater. Temperatures that continue to rise can also increase the rise of forest fires. Climate change will also result in increased temperatures in seawater and disrupt the ecosystem in it. Seawater temperatures that continue to rise can kill various marine animals and damage coral reefs on the bottom and surface of the sea.
Global steps to address climate change. Since the 18th century until the early 19th century, where the Industrial Revolution succeeded in causing climate change to continue to occur very rapidly. Action previously taken by humans during the Industrial Revolutions, such as logging forests and creating massive industrial machines, gradually evicted climate change and caused global warming as we know it today. Humans have a very big responsibility to at least restore the condition of the earth to be better as it was before. Various efforts and mitigation continue to be carried out on a large scale to reduce and overcome climate change in a vast time. Below are some ongoing global steps to tackle climate change. A. Using renewable and environmentally friendly energy sources. The first global step taken to tackle climate change is to use renewable and more environmentally friendly energy sources. Until now, many housing and apartments in big cities have started to rely on and install solar panels to reduce the use and electrical load in their homes. Many large factories are also starting to divert the energy sources used to be more environmentally friendly and do not produce exhaust emissions that are harmful to the environment. B. Limiting the use of fossil fuel vehicles. Currently, many countries have begun to impose very strict emissions tests on various commercial vehicles. Not only that, some countries have imposed public transportation that is not allowed to use fossil fuels at all. By diverting public transportation to not use fossil fuels at, a, at all, it is very helpful to reduce the levels of emissions in the air. Private commercial vehicles have also started to use renewable fuels such as batteries and do not use fossil fuels at all. Tesla Motors is a private vehicle manufacturer that has been preferred from the start, so details of its vehicles use of the electric power stored in the battery alone must, as the co-founder of Tesla believes that the world we live in can completely abandon fossil fuels and use renewable energy as an alternative energy source. The vision of Elon Musk continues to be echoed and makes him one of the successful ones to break the use of electric vehicles that are still comfortable to use and very safe for the earth we live in. C. Planting forests on a large scale. Forests are the heart of life for this world. Without forests and green areas, the earth's condition will become harder and nothing can produce fresh oxygen for us to breathe. At present, every country has begun to be successful in carrying out large tree planting from programs. Each house is also required to have its own yard or vertical garden for those who do not have a home page at all. Singapore is one of the countries that can be cited. Singapore is one of the countries that can be said to be successful in creating vertical green land that is very attractive to look and and does not reduce its benefits at all.
How to help prevent climate change at home. One, you see and realize how important your role as an individual is to help create a green country and minimize climate change in the world we live in. You can start by planting a variety of shady plants in your yard. A shady yard will create a cool and shady atmosphere for your living environment and make it more comfortable to live in.